Howdy guys, Cub here. Welcome to a quick tutorial on how to build my two-dimensional shop in Minecraft. This shop is a shop which allows the shop owner to quickly and easily restock any items that they sell in their store, as well as deliver items to players very quickly, as well as giving players a receipt for that item. Also, it's very easy to use and very intuitive, plus you get your items delivered in a shulker box at a central location, which, let's be honest, is kind of cool. So, let's go ahead and see how we use this shop. So if I'm a customer coming into this shop, you can see we have item pickup right here. So all of our items get picked up right here. And there's actually 8 items in this shop for sale. So you can see the items in these item frames here and also across the bottom here. Now we have lamps up here. These lamps actually indicate stock in the store. So you can see we're currently out of dirt, which we're selling 5 stacks for 1 diamond. So if I hit this button, you'll see nothing happens. Nothing happens. No dirt is actually able to be picked up because there's none in stock. So yeah, if none is in stock, you can't obviously pick it up. So let's buy something that is in stock. Let's go ahead and buy 5 stacks for 1 diamond for cobble. Let's do 4 stacks for 1 diamond for spruce logs. So you see I got my receipt, spruce logs for 1 diamond. A chime sounded and we have a shulker box here which showed up with spruce logs. 4 stacks for 1 diamond. So I just take my 4 stacks of spruce logs out of here. You see the shulker box is broken automatically. And I just go ahead and put my diamond in here along with my receipt. And there we go. I've just made a purchase here at this shop. So that's how the shop works. And yeah, that basically allows you to do a lot of things. So for instance, if I wanted to order a bunch of stuff. So let's say I wanted to order, let's say, some acacia logs and some jungle logs and some oak logs, let's say. So I just come over here, and we should have now all of those things in the queue. So basically, if I take out the acacia logs now, see it then goes to the next thing. So we have our oak logs here. I think we ordered jungle as well, yep. And did we order one more? Nope, that's it. So we have all 3 shulker boxes showed up. We have our receipts here. We put our receipts in the chest. So that's 3 diamonds in total for all that wood. So there we go. There's our 3 diamonds, and we're good to go. And yeah, not only that, but once the shulker boxes are actually broken, the owner of the store can also come down here and easily restock stuff because all the shulker boxes are just simply put into a chest. So it's a quite useful system, and as you can tell right here, it's quite compact. So this is all it requires for 8 items, and you can actually expand the size of this shop indefinitely to sell basically an unlimited number of items, or as many items as you desire in one shop. So let me go ahead and show you how to build this thing. It's quite easy to build, and so let's get started. The resources you're going to need for the first part of this tutorial are in this shulker box right here. So you're going to need all the resources you see here, plus 64 of any type of block. I'm just going to use iron blocks because they are highly visible and easy to see for tutorials. But yeah, just a stack of cobblestone or a stack of stone bricks will do just fine for this first part. So let's go ahead and get started with this tutorial. So the first thing we're going to do is make the system that actually distributes the shulker boxes here. So let's go ahead and place down our dispenser right here. And keep in mind, this is where all your players are going to pick up their items from. So this is going to be a pretty critical spot for your shop. So make sure you place this down correctly. So we're going to have our dispenser right here. And what we'll do here is we're going to actually dig down right here. And we're going to place down a soul sand right there. So that's where the shulker box will be placed, right on this soul sand. And then underneath here is going to be our collection system. So we're going to have a hopper coming down underneath the soul sand. And then right down here, we're going to have a chest. And this will collect all of our empty shulker boxes right here. So that's where that is going to be. So once that is done, we can come back up to the top here. We're going to basically surround this with some blocks, just like so. And then also in the front like this. Now, we can also go ahead and place down our piston at this point. So let's just go ahead and tower up here. Going to place a sticky piston facing straight down like so. Right there. And then we need a half slab on this sticky piston. Doesn't matter what type of half slab it is. But there we go. So that's going to be our system right there. Then we can just sort of build this up a little bit like this. And I typically like to come out like so to sort of hide some of the redstone we're going to be putting down in a minute here. So there we have it. Now let's go ahead and actually do some of the redstone. So we're going to grab some observers here. We're going to have an observer observing this piston right here. just like this. We're going to get rid of this block and this block, and we're just going to have the observers come out here, down, and then down once more. And so whenever this piston fires, this dispenser here should click once more. That's what that system does. Now we need some hoppers that are going to be going into our dispenser. So this is where our shulker boxes are going to go to actually distribute the shulker boxes into the dispenser. So just hoppers like that. And then from here, we're going to place down a comparator out like this. Place a repeater here. Then we're going to have 3 observers here, here, and then facing into the dispenser right there. So that's it. So that's that portion of it done. Now we need a system that will automatically break the shulker box once it's empty. So once players have taken out the shulker box, taken all the items out of the shulker box, we need the shulker box itself to break. So to do that, we're going to take a comparator signal out of here. That's going to go into a block, and that's going to power a torch. That torch is then going to power a dropper, which has itself a hopper on it, just like so. And then we'll have another comparator facing into the piston just like that. So now you just need to place one single item into the dropper, and that should be the system done in regards to your shulker boxes. Next up, we're going to make the selection system for this store. So we're going to need each one of these for every slice of the store. So keep that in mind right here. So those are all the items you'll need. You also need some blocks. You'll need potentially a water bucket or 2. You also need a bunch of ice. I would recommend packed ice or blue ice so you have no chance of it melting. And then you also might want to have some item frames for the front of your store. But let's just go ahead and get into this here. So first of all, I'm going to cover up the piston here so we can't see that. And I'm going to also cover this up. So this is going to be like our wall where we basically have all the redstone hidden behind. Then we're going to take some ice. I'm going to come out to the side of where these hoppers are. I'm going to come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 right here. So just like that. Should be perfect. Then we're going to take some regular blocks, place those down in front right here. Those can be any type of blocks you want. Then we're going to have a dropper on top of those. So 8 droppers just like this. So there's going to be 8 items sold on this side right here. At this point, we're going to come up another block, place down some more solid blocks here. Place buttons on those blocks, just like so. Then we'll go up another block, place down a line of redstone lamps. These are going to indicate if we have stock or not. And then we'll have blocks on top of that, just like so. So there's our selector panel. Now we'll come to the back side. We need droppers facing downward onto the ice right here. So we're going to place 8 of these straight down. These are going to be where our shulker boxes are held. Right there. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to basically frame in a pathway down this ice because that's where we're going to place our water stream. So go ahead and grab your water bucket. Place in your water right here. And then just cap the end here. So the water stream is now flowing this direction, and you should see it terminate right before the hopper down here. So that's absolutely what we want right there. Fantastic. Okay, so that is now done. Now we just need to make these lamps work, and we should be good to go. And we also need the additional storage we're going to have with the barrels. So let's just go ahead and do that right now. So first of all, we're going to place down redstone comparators behind every other dropper here. So one right there, one there, one there, and one there. Then on the other spaces, we're going to place a block and then come out one block like so, and then place down a comparator. And the reason we stagger this is so that they don't interfere with one another. So now we just need to basically make the same 2 modules over and over and over again, and that should be that. So let's just go ahead and place down a block here, redstone torch here, block, redstone torch, block here, dust. Then that's going to go into a barrel. So barrels can actually conduct redstone signals, which you'll see here. Then we need some hoppers. So a hopper facing into the dropper, and then a hopper facing into the hopper we just placed. Then we'll need a redstone repeater right there, and that is the first module done. Now moving on to the second module. Block down right here, torch, block, repeater here. That's going to go into a redstone dust on top of another barrel right here. Then we'll need some hoppers, one going into the dropper, and then one going into the hopper we just placed. And finally, repeater on top just like that. And those are the two modules you will then repeat straight down this line. So this slice will be repeated right here, and this second slice here will be repeated on the fourth slice, and the sixth slice, and the eighth slice, etc. I think you get the idea. And now we can actually test this portion of the shop. So in order to test this, we need to actually stock the system, and we're going to do just that in a moment here. But we're also going to add one more thing. We're going to add a note block here, which will tell us when shulker boxes arrive in this system. So this will actually pulse twice whenever a shulker box crosses this hopper right here. So let's go ahead and get this thing rolling. So we're going to go ahead and put down a shulker box of cobblestone in the first barrel. There we go. So cobblestone going in. You can see it's actually it actually lights up, telling us that we have stock. And we're going to put a shulker box of dirt in the second barrel. And you'll see that one lights up, and they do not interfere. So if I took out this shulker box, for instance, you'd see that lamp sort of stands alone there. So yeah, that's how you basically stock the system. Just put your shulker boxes full of items in these barrels, and eventually they will make their way down into the dropper. Now we're also going to put in item frames. I would recommend you do this. You don't have to do this though. You could actually also not have the droppers if you really wanted to. We have dirt here, 5 stacks for diamond, and cobblestone for the same price, 5 stacks for 1 diamond. And then, you could also maybe even, do something like this and that, except this is the wrong way. There we go, something like that to visually indicate, what is being sold there. And then you want to put your receipts, if you want those, in the droppers right here. And again, if you don't want receipts, you don't have to necessarily have this. This is just an extra thing you can add if you want. Okay, so now our system is up and working. So let's just go ahead and order both of these. Let's order dirt first and then cobblestone. And you'll see the lamps will go off. So there's my receipt, dirt 1 diamond. Yeah, the note block activated, and then we have 5 dirt that showed up here, and the lamp shows we're out of stock now. If I go ahead and now do cobblestone, there's my receipt, and you'll see the shulker box was not dispensed because we first have to get our items from this shulker box. So let's just go ahead and take this dirt out. There we go, and you'll see the next shulker box is automatically dispensed with our cobblestone. And we take that out, and it's all automatically broken as well. At this point, we would have a second chest where players would put their diamonds. So let's say, we'll bring this over here. Let's say here's the chest right here. I would then put my 2 diamonds into the chest, along with either the receipts, or you could have the players just keep the receipts, honestly. But that's basically how the payment system works. Pretty straightforward payment system. And then here's the shulker boxes, the brown one and the light gray one right in there. So absolutely fantastic. This thing is working quite nicely. So at this point, I just want to mention a couple more things. You can easily expand this system to house as many items as you want just by using this same staggered method of barrels and redstone. And the way you do that is just by ensuring that all of your shulker boxes end up via water stream, ending up in this hopper right here. So as long as all your shulker boxes end up there, you can expand this as far as you want to. So for instance here, I have a blue shulker box selling blue ice in here. So if I hit this button, you'll see this goes off. The shulker box goes down this water stream, goes into the hopper, and there it goes. Shows up right here, and there's my blue ice, which I'm selling right there. So I can take that out, and it gets broken just fine. So as long as your water streams all lead to this hopper, you can sell as many items as you want to. And same thing over here, like if you wanted this to come out in this direction instead of going out like in that direction, like so, all you have to do is put down a water stream here, and you'll see if I have, let's see, do I have a shulker box here I can put in here? So if I throw in this purple shulker box, for instance, it goes down here and ends up in the same spot. So that'll work just fine. Also, let's say if somebody wanted to cancel their order, you can place a button right here to give the option to players to cancel. So let's say I wanted dirt but accidentally hit cobblestone right here. There's my cobblestone shulker box, but I didn't want that. I accidentally hit the wrong button. I can cancel my order by simply hitting this button, and that cancels the order. So now I don't have to pay a diamond. And that just puts the the Shulker Box, of course, down here with all your other Shulker Boxes. And you just simply pick it out and put it back in the chest to restock it. So there we go. So that is the entire system right there, and the only thing that's left to do is to decorate. So there you go, guys, the two-dimensional shop in Minecraft, and yeah, very easy to build, very easy to expand, and yeah, if you have a lot of Shulker Boxes, a kind of cool system to draw customers in and to allow customers to easily choose what items they want at what prices. So anyways, guys, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.